Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, doing my follow-up Friday at 2:02. Sorry about that. Boy, I'm been a little bit lax in that. All of a sudden, we start talking about what we're going to do, and time flies when you're having fun and trying to figure out what you're going to do. So I have some fun things. Hello, Rhiannon. So if y'all are on, hello, Terry. If y'all are on, let me know. Let's chat up a bit. Let me know. And I'm going to show you one of the sunflower cards that I finished up that I showed on Tuesday. And then I'm going to talk about a sneak peek on a little Monkey Kut Kit, a new Monkey Kut Kit that we have coming up for the open house. And it's involving the plaid tidings DSP. I love this DSP. I love plaid. I think it's really fun. I think it started out like, years ago when you did sewing and we were talking about that, working with these plaids and trying to figure out, what the repeat pattern is when you're sewing something and cutting out all this stuff. And anyhow, I love plaids. I used to sew. Now I stamp. So I get to do a little bit of pretend sewing with my stamping. So I'll show you what I did for that. So on one of the cards for my hostess club, we used some of the plaid tidings, and so I'm going to show you that. Both of the cards I'm going to show you today, we're using the new stamp set senior years with the plaids. I thought, does that go together? Plaids and old people. Maybe that's why I like the plaid so much. Anyhow, I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, and I'm talking about the open house. So the open house is next week, Friday, August 21st, and Saturday the 22nd. I will put it on I know I promised to put it on the website, and I haven't yet, but I will get that on the website. We're going to do a sign up like I did for my last open house so that I only have 4 people here per hour. So you need to contact me, and then we will get you fitted in to the time slots. It's Friday afternoon, Saturday morning. So hopefully we'll get everybody taken care of. But let's get started. It was so fast that I didn't even write on my little paper here. So, but it's Cheryl Lentz, follow-up Friday at 2. And we are doing, if you have any questions, you will go to stampingjourney.com. So let's turn this baby around and get this started. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to try to talk louder. I know when I'm right next to my phone, oopsie daisy. Oh boy, I almost knocked the whole thing over. When I'm right next to it, I know you can hear me, but let's try to get this in here. There, hi Cindy. But when I sit down, you can't hear me as well. So that's a problem I'm trying to work with. So I apologize, y'all. Here is the card. So here is where we did a little sewing. See how I have the plaid background? And then my little lady is in plaid too. I thought she was so cute. And that was just the right size pattern. Because that's one of the things that, is an issue for me, is that everything has to be the right size. The pattern has to be small enough to look like it could be on her little skirt. So I'm going to show you how I did that today. See this interesting background? That is in the new catalog, and it is, let's see here, I thought I had it written down. It's a new embossing folder, and I'll get to that. But let me get, I guess I didn't write it down. Oh yeah, I lied to me. Okay, let's get started. Let's get this baby started. So I have, here's the stamp set, senior years, which I thought was really fun. And we're going to use this little lady, and I'm going to show you a card with this little man who had plaid pants on. And I thought, oh, well, how perfect. He has plaid pants. So I have to use a plaid with that. So let's stamp this little lady first. I'm going to pull out all my goodies I have pulled out, and we're going to go ahead and stamp my lady. I'm going to move her over, excuse me. We should have a name for her. I don't know what her name is. What do you think? We should name her. We should name them both. Can't be like Wilma and Fred or something. That would be the Flintstones. Let's see here. I'm using Memento ink because I'm going to color her in with the blends. So she goes way down on the paper here. I'm going to stamp her there. And then I need to stamp, I have my little piece of plaid. So the way I had this cut is that I used every bit of my paper. This is what was left over. So I had a long, like double the piece, and I cut it in half, and this is just enough to make a little plaid skirt. So what I did is I lined it up. I'm going to re-ink my little lady here, and I'm going to stamp the skirt right on my plaid paper here. And then we'll fussy cut it out. There we go. And I want to stamp it on the front of the paper, otherwise it'll be backwards, right? Because it has a little crease line and all that kind of stuff, so we want to keep that correct. All right. I did a little bit of shading with her sweater, and I used Cajun Craze, the combo, so I used both of them, the light and the dark. So here we go again with the smaller tip here. So I just kind of got my little lady colored in. She's wearing pearls, so I'm just kind of going around the pearls and leaving them white. She's got earrings. She's a pretty fancy lady. And here we go at the bottom of her sweater. Ta-da, ta-da. There we go. And then what I did was I took my dark Cajun Craze and I went where I thought there would be a shadow, so here where they're telling me, and then like under the arms, and I kind of did around the base a little bit, you know, like if that was a ribbed edge. There we go. And by her elbow there, and a little bit around her neck. So I just gave it a little more definition, and then I went over it with the light again, just to kind of blend in all those lines. I didn't want it a definite line there, I just wanted the shading. So going over it again just gives me that nice little line. Okay, so on her face I used ivory, her face and her legs and her hands. So this is funny, when the first time I did this card, or did this little lady, I colored in like her face all over, like on her glasses. Well, it looked funny. So you can see on here, the glasses are not colored in. Just around it. So, because it just looked weird, I don't know what anybody else is doing with that, but to me it looked strange. So I had to leave, I just did not color that part in. And she's a really jazzy lady because she has, there we go. Oops, color her other hand in. That would be bad if I missed out. Her glasses have a nice little rim that you can add some color in. These plaids have so many different colors in them, so it was sort of fun. So on her glasses, for her rim, I added a dark pumpkin pie. So she has kind of, Amy Peters, if you're watching, Amy has really cool glasses all the time, and they're like matchy-matchy. So I thought, how fun that this lady can have glasses that match her outfit. I used the Daffodil Delight for her hair. So I went over the whole thing with the light daffodil first, and I just kind of going in little circles here, coloring it in all over. There we go. There we go, there we go. Okay, so that's like, that looks good, but when you add in a little bit of shading, it makes a world of difference. So I went with the dark daffodil, and I just kind of outlined everything. So I went along the lines on the outside, It just gives it a little more depth. And then on the inside here, now look at the two sides. You see the difference? Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can quite see that in there, but hi Linda, happy Friday. It does, it makes a difference, a big difference when you see it in person. Just that little bit of shading. So you always, our blends are sold in pairs now. They used to, you could get it individual, but I always used it together anyhow. So that was a good thing. So I made her a blonde. I let her, you know, I'm sure it's not real, but, and then I'm using the light Flirty Flamingo, and I just use that a lot for a little bit of cheek, just a little bit of blush there. You can even put a little touch on her nose or her chin. And then her shoes, matchy are the dark Pretty Peacock. So I had to put that in too, because this background of the plaid I'm using is dark Pretty Peacock. So she is in style, matching all over the place. And then I used the cinnamon. I used the dark cinnamon cider just for a little bit on the ground here. So it depends on where you stamped her as far as, but we had to have her on something, right? So not have her floating in the air. There we go. And the last thing we get to add is her little skirt. So I will fussy cut that, if I can find a, here we go. So I stamped on here, and now I'm just gonna fussy cut it, and I'm cutting on the outside of the line so that it covers it. Remember when we did masking, we cut on the inside of the line, but for this particular one, I want it to cover the whole line. So I'm cutting on the outside of the stamped line for her little skirt here. Let's see here. There we go. I guess you could make it longer, couldn't you? You could make it longer. You can't make it shorter. Let her have a little mini skirt here. Okay, so I'm going to put, because this piece is so little, I'm just going to put my glue right here because I know that's going to cover that whole area. Whoopsie. Too much glue. I'm going to just touch it and pick up a little glue here. One momento, please. Wipe off my finger. Have a little glue on there. Okay. And then here's my pickup tool. Pick that up and put her little skirt on. And she is all dressed and ready for the party. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? So simple. Cutting this up and using that for her skirt, I think, is really fun. So let's get her layered here. So I used the Pretty Peacock in here. All these different colors. There's 7 different colors listed in the catalog to go with this plaid paper. So your kit, your Monkey Kut Kit, has 2 of each of those colors. But if you look on the back of the, paper itself, I think there's 12 colors listed. So you can, it's an unbelievable amount of different colors and designs with this plaid paper. I love it. I was so excited to see the plaid. And excited because it's not just for holidays, right? It's not for this is a birthday card. So you don't have to use it just for, it's in the holiday, and it's called Holiday Tidings, Plaid Tidings, but you can do anything with it. So this has got an interesting little background, and I used one of the new dies, or embossing folders. I'll tell you, let me tell you the name of the folder here real quick. It comes in a 2-pack. I like the folders that come with 2. This one was on page 9. You can look at it. It's called Wrapped in Texture. And I thought that it gave a nice little hatch design pattern that went well with the plaid. And it just gives it a little more interest than having a plain background. That's a big thing for me, right? We want it to look interesting. We want it to have texture. There we go. So this is Bumblebee. this is, there we go, let me put that on there. Oh, I guess I moved it over just a little more if I'm trying to mimic what I did here. I have it over to the side. There we go. And then this piece gets just glued on. So I have pumpkin pie and the beautiful plaid with the pretty peacock background. And on this one, I'm trying to get it pretty even on all three sides here. I wanted you to be able to see a lot of the plaid pattern, the designer paper, when you put that on. And then this is going to glue right to the front of our card, which is the pretty peacock also. So let's see here. Let me put that on, get that out of the way. And I'm just lining up three sides. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Stay over there. I know the paper just keeps moving. Okay. And I have our little lady popped up on dimensionals. So there we go. Put those on here. Ta-da. And let me pull the backings off, throw it off to the side. And so when I put her on, I went way over to the side and kind of, I'm going to put words over here so she's up a little bit. But I wanted to make sure you got a good view. I love using the plaids also because when it's cut straight, you can see that you're putting your project on straight, right? The focus. Now let's see if I can stamp this little words on here. We're going to use the new Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch to do these fancy little edges here. And I had figured out the exact size, so I think this was like 2.5 inches for my verse. I'm using Pretty Peacock ink. Here's my words. It feels like we've been friends forever. So I'm just trying to get that in the center here. Tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna stamp it on my paper first to see. Looks like I need to bring it up just a little on one side. Let's hold my breath and hope it works. Nope, I have to do it again. Double-sided paper. Let's hope this works here. There we go. Please be straight. Ah, yes. Okay. Woo! Whew. That's good. That makes me happy. Okay. So now we're going to put this in our little folder, our punch here. And I do turn this punch over and I make sure that I have it nice and even and then punch it. There we go. And at 2.5 inches, you can do both sides. You don't need, sometimes when we're using a smaller piece of paper, I use a Post-it note to make sure I have it in. And again, I'm just gonna kind of make sure I have it even on both sides. I'm gonna push it over just a hair. There we go. Whoop, okay. Ta-da! Perfect. This is going to be bumped up. Make sure I get the right side. Yeah, this is the right side. Okay. That would be bad. Put the crooked side up. That would not be what I would want to do. Okay. And I can put my 2 dimensionals on here. There we go. So I didn't get this set right away, but I just think it's really cute. And I thought, I'm there. We had the neighbor come over. Peter was laying down in the backyard, but the neighbor thought something was wrong. And he hopped our fence because our fence is locked around because we have a pool outside. And he hopped over the fence to come into the yard to make sure Peter was okay, which was such a sweet thing. But then I got to thinking, like we're the old people in the neighborhood. They're like watching us and checking on us. I don't know when that happened, but I kind of felt that way that day. I came upstairs and I'm looking out and I'm like, hey, there's somebody in the yard with Peter. It was the neighbor just checking on him, which was so totally sweet. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my. They're fairly new to the neighborhood. What I'm doing is bending this little plastic piece that it's on so that it's a little easier for me to pick up with my pickup tool. There we go. So after that, I bought this set. Senior years were there. Travis reminds me of that, but I just didn't think it was true until somebody hopped the fence to make sure we were okay. All right, so in the inside it says, so on the outside it says, it feels like we've been friends forever. On the inside it says, which is weird because we're both 29, right? Happy birthday. It's two different sayings. I put it together on one block just because then it's lined up and it's easier to stamp it. So I don't have to worry about lining it up. It's already set up that way. As long as I can stamp it straight on the paper, we're doing good. Okay, there. We're doing good. I will go ahead and put this on. So let's think of names for our old people. I think that they should be named. I don't know. We have Emily's Garden, and we have some different ones that have names. I wish that these people had names. We'll have to think about who they can be. Oh, there we go. Oops. Okay, almost done here. Let's put this on. And I want you guys to come up with some names for me. Let's name our people. I can't just say the old lady and the old man. I don't like, that's kind of icky. Okay, cute, right? Ta-da! So great way to use that plaid. I'm going to put all these pretty colors away. You can use almost all your blends with this set because it has so many cool colors. So here's the retirement card. Here's my little man. I gave him gray hair this time. I let the lady dye hers. But here's my little guy for a retirement card. Retirement has its ups and downs. You get up and you lie down whenever you want. There you go. Inside is just happy retirement in red, white, and blue. But I loved this plaid, which went well with the Misty Moonlight ribbon, in color ribbon. So that's our other card. Yay! So what I want to show you that's so terribly, terribly exciting is this new Monkey Kut Kit. It's $30. You get 7 of the cardstock colors, so you get 2 of each color, 10 envelopes, 4 sheets of the insides that we put in, 2 yards of ribbon, a half a pack of gems. So here are the colors. These are the same colors that are listed in your in the catalog, which is on page 57. So if you have a catalog, take a look. Nice variety, right? Variety of colors, that magenta madness. I mean, some really different cool colors. So you can make very different cards. And then here's what the Monkey Kut Kit will include. This will include the envelopes. Here's your little, you know that it's an original Monkey Kut Kit because it has our sticker. And you have all your designer paper, the plaids all cut up. So you have all different sizes cut up to do layers, to do piecing. This package of paper has 48 sheets of paper. So it's 12 double-sided designs. So that's 48 designs. I mean, it's like unbelievable. So you get all these nice little shapes, all these little pieces left that you can design your cards with. Makes it much easier. Here's some more of this particular size. There we go. I will have a picture on the website, so stampingjourney.com. When I finish, I'll put the picture on. And then here's all of our, so some of these are all the bases cut, and then you'll also have layers cut with these same colors to make your cards. And here's all, so 5 by 3 3/4. That's what this layering is. All these beautiful plaids. not just for the holidays, anytime. I think it's so cute. Plus you get 2 yards of this ribbon. So it's a stitched ribbon, so you could pull the stitching. It's kind of satiny and very soft, very pretty. And then you get a half a pack of the gilded gems. So that will go on with it. I'm going to put that right on here. I thought that looked nice. Ta-da, ta-da. So there we go. That is the sneak peek. So this is the deal. If you would love to have this kit and you are coming to my open house, or you would love to have it ahead of time, so when you come to the open house, you can just pick it up. You can put in your order with me now, and we would have it available for you at the open house. It is $30 if you need it shipped to you. That's additional, but I can certainly do that and would love to get this new kit in your hands. Lots of fun. I love, love, love the plaid. So one other thing I was going to tell you very quickly, the paper pumpkin for September is, it says if you, it covers all the holidays, the fall holidays. So it said, if you like pumpkins, you like sipping cider at sunset, you like candy corn, or you love the autumn, Hello Pumpkin, this Hello Pumpkin kit will celebrate all of them. So you need to get on and get your paper pumpkin ordered. You can go on my website and do that. You can go to paperpumpkin.com and get signed up for your paper pumpkin before September 10th. That's the last day. Alrighty, I'm going to turn the camera around. We are all done. So the open house is next Friday and Saturday, August 21st and 22nd. Let me know if you're interested in picking up a new plaid tidings Monkey Kut Kit. I'd be happy to have that ready for you. So when you come, you can take it home and start playing with it immediately. With any of the sets that you have, it's gorgeous and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love all the plaids. So thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great weekend. Go out for a fish fry, have fun, relax, take care of each other. Bye-bye, signing off. See you later. Thank you, Terry. Bye.